guest of the morning will be Miss Wu Wu, who recently started Tian's Takeout in Orlando.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Wu Wu. Is it alright if I call you Miss Wu? First topic's gonna be a little controversial. What happened with the death of your daughter?
I left my daughter under the care of her nanny. She was bathing her when she stepped away for a few minutes to attend to the Empress Wang in her sleeping quarters. When she returned, my daughter had slipped under the water and drowned.
Miss Wu, tell us about your youngest son. It's highly unusual that he would ascend to the throne.
Well, I didn't believe my older son had the qualities needed to lead. He seemed so weak and fragile, often worrying about others' opinions and what their perception was of him. He was actually the weakest of my children. My younger son was the only other choice.
Would you mind clarifying the death of Empress Wang?
She and the emperor had an awful relationship, purely platonic, but needing to produce an heir. After he died and she realized that she had no heir to put on the throne, she committed suicide, tragically.
Miss Wu, what did you hope to leave behind as your legacy?
I want women to realize that they are powerful in and of the fact that they are women. Men are nothing and can achieve nothing without our help. Beauty is not binding your feet and painting your face white. Beauty is in being strong and independent.
Empress Wu, most women were not educated during your time in history. What would you attribute your education to?
My family was quite wealthy at the time, and so at a young age I learned to write, recite the Chinese classics, and to play stringed instruments.
For those of us who don't know, explain your role as a royal concubine.
In my culture, it is a privilege and an honor to serve the king as a concubine. We were not simple harlots, but educated courtesans of the king's court.
Next subject. What were the circumstances that allowed you to become Emperor of China?
Well, my son fell sickly, and I was the only one to preserve the family name. If I did not become emperor, we would have been killed and wiped out from the history books. So I chose to rule as a female. I was the best person for the role of emperor. All the other families were weak and spineless. I'm a passionate leader seeking to make a difference in my empire by leaving a legacy behind that allows women to feel empowered.
Miss Wu, putting you in the hot seat, all of America is dying to know. What do you consider to be your most essential characteristic as a female leader?
I have to give credit to my dying determination, and of course my ability to get what I want.
What would be one thing that you would change about your past?
Nothing. I was flawless.
What would you say was the biggest obstacle that you overcame during your reign?
Being a woman is challenging in itself, but being a woman and thinking like a man is by far the greatest feat of my time.
Miss Wu, explain the examination system that you implemented.
I wanted to diversify my council while ensuring their competence.
Switching gears, while eating at your restaurant, I found a hair on my plate. How would you handle the situation?
Such a thing would never happen in my restaurant. If it did, though, I would publicly fire the offender and make sure they never got another job.
Miss Wu, what do you like about owning a restaurant?
I like being able to control everything and bringing my vision to life.
Oh, interesting. Are you incorporating any aspects of your old kingdom into your new business?
Even though I have managers below me, at the end of the day, my word is always law. I also don't ever take no for an answer. I like turning I can't into I can.
Now, Miss Wu, why did you leave your previous job?
I died.
Do you see yourself opening more restaurants in the future?
Actually, I plan on buying out all of the other local Chinese places and turning them into Tian's Takeout.
How do you handle conflicts between staff members?
Well, I'm lucky enough to not have experienced that yet, but if I did, I would give them a time to reach a compromise, and if they didn't, I'd fire them both.
Miss Wu, you do realize that there are several thousand Chinese restaurants in the local Orlando area. How do you plan on taking out the competition?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Tian's Takeout is special because our food is different from all the other local Chinese places. I brought all of my most decadent recipes with me when I arrived. We are also not only open 24/7, but we deliver 24/7.
Oh, Miss Wu, some people say that the customer service in your restaurant is questionable. What do you have to say about that?
Although we are very focused on making our customers happy, we also recognize it's impossible to please everyone, and we would prefer not to waste our time.
Hi, my name is Maya. I'm going to be your server today. Just so you know, it is actually still on lunchtime, so all of these are going to be half off. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, I'm gonna have a sweet tea, please.
Alright, and is anything popping out to the menu on you? Or, you know, anything look interesting?
Actually, I was gonna ask you about the vegetarian specials. You don't have anything for vegetarians, right?
Well, we do actually. If you look at these three right here, we just put the meat on top of the dish, so we could take that out for you. But if you get these two, the meat actually comes in the sauce. lost, so we can't really fix that. So do any of these three look interesting, maybe?
Yes, and wow, you know a lot about the menu.
Actually, before I can even come out and serve customers, we have to take this really intensive test where we have to, tell about the ingredients and the oil that everything is fried in. It's really intense. And then we have to take a customer service course just to make sure that, we treat people well, because Miss Wu cares a lot about our customers. So you said you wanted a sweet tea. What did you want to eat? Do you know, or do you need a little bit more time?
Yes, I'm actually gonna have number 8.
All right, that sounds great. I'll have that right out for you.
Thank
Hi,
you.
my name is Maya. Are you the person who did the interview on Miss Wu?
Yep, that was me.
Really? So what made you come stop by here today?
Who are you?
I'm Maya. I'm your server.
Oh, yeah, right. She told me to stop by whenever. I just came in to get a drink.
Oh, well, very cool. In our menu, you can see, we have some interesting options, and because it is during our happy hour time, all of them are half off right now.
Great. What's this bloody woo all about? Sounds intimidating.
It's not nearly as intimidating as it sounds. I mean, there are a lot of mangled fruits in it, but it was mostly meant to be a joke, because if you kind of look through history, it seems to, make Miss Wu out to be kind of this mass murdering fiend, sort of, so.
Yeah, that's really funny. Can I have 3 of them?
Sure, that sounds great.
Great.
Can I get you anything else?
Nope, just really thirsty.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm really sorry, but we're actually out of the ingredients for the Bloody Woo today.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm really sorry. Apparently not everything got ordered that needed to be ordered. Is there something else I can grab for you?
It's really disappointing. It seemed like Wu ran a tight ship around here. How's that happen?
Well, I really hope that you won't judge her too harshly just based off of this one incident. In all honesty, she is a great leader. I wouldn't say that she bosses us so much. And unfortunately, she does have enough faith in us that she does kind of trust that we'll order enough, because she knows that we're all working really hard to impress her, because unfortunately, if you know anything about her last leadership regime, yeah. So, we all try very hard, but she is a great leader. She isn't nearly as strict as everyone would think she is. She tends to be very nice to everybody, but we still don't really want to get on her bad side.
Well, after having an interview with her, you'd imagine that I guess I'll just have Jameson on the rocks.
That sounds great. I'll have that right out for you.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
I'm Bobby. I'm one of the
Hello.
restaurant managers.
Nice
Maya asked me
meeting
to
you.
come by and say hello. She said you had some really nice compliments about the restaurant.
We
menu.
did. I just had the veggie platter I was talking to her about, and it was amazing.
Ah,
And I
fantastic.
love how you guys have such a good selection for people that are vegetarian. Good option.
Excellent. And for you, what you
Yeah,
have?
I had the poo-poo platter.
How was it?
Actually, it was delicious. She wouldn't try it, but she needs to eat meat.
I'm a vegetarian as well, so we can all be converts. But let me ask you, have you visited any other Chinese restaurants in the area?
We have.
What'd you think?
It's a big difference. My first time here. It looks like Wu's a real tyrant.
Of sorts. Some may say that, but so I guess it's a compliment on the good side of difference.
Yeah, so far.
All right, fantastic. Well,
I've been with other friends before to other restaurants, and I think that this is the best one that you guys have in town.
Well, Wu, she's really, really big on education and on competency. So our staff is one of the best trained in the area. We know a lot about the menu and about the products and where they come from. And our servers are all tested before they go on the floor. But we definitely have values that we stick to as far as service standards that are very, very important for us.
What are they tested for exactly?
A variety of different things. We might test them on menu items, what the specific ingredients are. We just want to make sure that they're competent if they're working here. And the server training is actually quite lengthy. But Wu, she's actually an entrepreneur in the area, and she buys up quite a few of the restaurants, and she does amazing turnarounds with. I won't name some of the bad places that we've picked up and we've been, but I tend to transfer around and help out the staff and kind of rewrite what we're doing in the
She
restaurant.
seems like she's been around for a long time.
She has, but that only adds to the knowledge and wisdom. So we're very fortunate to have her, and we really appreciate the compliment of you dining in. Just know that customer service is number one for us, and we appreciate your patronage. And by all means, send all your friends in. And make sure to sign up for one of our email lists. We like to keep everybody informed when we're moving into a new restaurant, we're picking up new venues. those.
Okay.
But by all means, absolutely.
Thank
Thanks
you
for coming in.
so
We appreciate
much
it.
for
Yes,
everything.
Absolutely. And again, my name is
We
Bobby.
had so
Next
much
time you're
fun.
in, let me know. We'll buy you some drinks up at the bar or something.
Thank
okay?
you.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic. Enjoy yourself.
Bye.
Yo, whoa, whoa. Hey,
Let's go.
Hey, let's do it.
We would not have been killed and wiped out from. Oh, didn't. I said we would not have been killed. It's supposed to be we would have.
Pose again.
Isn't this it? No. Lower?
I brought all of my most decadent recipes with me when I came to this future. Tian's Takeout is special because our food is different from all the other local Chinese places. I brought all of my most decadent.
So, have you visited other restaurants in the area?
I have actually. This is my first time here.
Oh,
We have
fantastic.
been to Chinese restaurants before, and this is definitely one.
I lost it.
Green, what'd you have for your drinks?
had the
I
Bloody
had
Mary.
a sweet tea.
Sweet tea and the Bloody Mary. Next time you're in, make sure to try the blood orange. It's actually kind of a little
Just stop. Just stop. Why would you laugh?
Oh my god.